McGregor making headlines, but not for an octagon return. So the rumors of a bout are false. I'm in preliminary agreements with the Ambani family to face Logan Paul in a boxing exhibition in India. I've agreed I will then seek my return to the octagon. All right, we're sitting here at the UFC studios, and I'm perplexed.
Conor McGregor, the fighter famous for knocking out a man in 13 seconds, has confirmed he'll face Logan Paul, the internet's loudmouth sensation, in an upcoming match.
Conor McGregor, because he knows that would be a big fight, obviously, and it's something that he wants.
This isn't another staged YouTube circus or a sluggish Mike Tyson moment. Unlike Jake Paul's fight, Logan is stepping into a real match where his opponent isn't already worn out and there's no script to bail him out.
Like, nobody would see this coming. Logan Paul and Conor McGregor in India fighting each other, like with the UFC backing. I mean, if anyone's pissed off, it's Jake Paul, because he's been trying to fight Conor McGregor since the dawn of his boxing career.
The fight is set to take place in India under the watchful eye of Ambani, because if you're going to be humbled, you might as well do it on the grandest stage. Logan Paul has been talking a big game, and now he's on McGregor's radar, which is like standing a bullseye with no escape. I'd say I feel sorry for Logan, but let's be honest, nobody really does. Why would Logan Paul call out McGregor? It's clear the Paul brothers are experts at this game, always seeking attention.
I would love to do a UFC fight.
Man, who the hell are you gonna fight, bro?
Who do you want me to fight, Mike?
Maybe Conor or something like that. But it would have to be like right now, like straight off a binge.
He's actually hungover when he shows up.
Yes, Roadhouse movie promoting Conor.
The Paul brothers don't go after young, hungry fighters. They target legends. They aim for those who've endured brutal wars, have a few miles on the clock, and might not be as sharp as they once were. It's a genius strategy. Win or lose, Logan gains headlines, money, and millions of new fans. And if by some cosmic miracle he actually pulls off a win, he becomes an instant legend, transforming from a YouTube showman to the guy who beat McGregor overnight.
Why are you tuning into this fight then?
Because I see it for what it is.
Yes.
In pure entertainment.
Pure entertainment.
That's it.
Why tune into this fight? Because I see it for what it is, pure entertainment, nothing more. While fight fans have their opinions, most weren't flattering. Some view it as entertainment, as Logan Paul knows how to stir the pot like no one else. Others, however, rolled their eyes so hard they nearly passed out.
You understand? Because I don't think that Conor's a boxer, he's a striker. So he's sitting up there, he ain't even throwing jabs.
He's looking to get that one left.
You ain't clipping Logan Paul like that. No, you got to do more than that.
Conor McGregor, the double champ, stepping into the ring with a YouTuber had analysts calling it a circus and purists labeling it embarrassing. But Logan doesn't care whether you love him or hate him, you're still talking about him. And for Logan, that's already a victory before the first punch is thrown.
And left his pillow like 16 or 18 ounces. It ain't gonna work. Y'all,
Oh, he's a much bigger man.
He's a much bigger man.
Well,
he's more experienced.
Let me take that back. He seems to be a much bigger man.
Then came Conor McGregor's response and was pure McGregor. Rumors had been swirling that he'd fight UFC featherweight champ Ilia Topuria, but McGregor shut that down instantly. He jumped on social media and bluntly stated, "Nope, not happening. I'm fighting Logan Paul." Just like that, Topuria was out, Logan was in, and fans were left in shock with their jaws on the floor.
Everybody give us 50 mil.
I fighting against you, I can run for about 90 seconds. I can run for about 90. That's all I got to do.
Hey.
All I got to do, I got to run and hope your hips give out. That's what I got to do.
Hey,
Run
one minute round.
McGregor didn't stop there. He dropped a bombshell that made this fight even bigger. The man behind the scenes, Ambani, one of the richest people on earth with a net worth that could make Elon Musk blink, isn't just hosting this fight. He's turning it into a global mega spectacle. It's all happening in India, because where else would you hold a fight dripping with billions? This isn't a low-budget boxing match. It's going to be massive, the kind of event that could literally shut down the internet.
No, it's making a mockery. Jake Paul makes a mockery. And listen, in fairness to Jake Paul, when I was in Abu Dhabi, I saw him at the F1 event, stuff like that, and I spoke to him. I know this man wants Canelo Alvarez. I looked him dead in the face. That's what he said. I'm just telling you. I'm telling you news here. I looked him dead in his face, and I said respectfully, I want to look you in the face and tell you, I think he's going to lose that one.
So why would Conor McGregor agree to fight Logan Paul? First, let's be honest, money. When McGregor fought Floyd Mayweather in 2017, he walked away with over $100 million, and a fight against Logan, who has his own massive fan base, could bring in similar numbers. McGregor is as much a businessman as he is a fighter. He knows his name still sells. Logan Paul, with his knack for generating attention, is a perfect match. But it's not just about the paycheck. McGregor hasn't fought since 2021, when Dustin Poirier broke his leg. In combat sports, sitting on the sidelines too long makes you forgettable, and McGregor isn't here to be forgotten.
Of seeing you versus non-boxers. You can box. Stop fighting people that ain't on your level. That's not right. Enough of that. He said, true, I know I got stuff to prove. I got to get in there. Enough of that.
Yeah.
This is not what Logan Paul's doing.
Of course, the world is already divided. Logan Paul's fans are convinced this is his moment and that he'll somehow shock the world. Meanwhile, McGregor's supporters are quietly preparing memes of Logan lying face first on the canvas, wondering how he ended up there. Regardless of the outcome, this isn't just a fight, it's a global event. Logan's boxing journey began in 2018 with a match against fellow YouTuber KSI, which ended in a draw. But Logan soon realized something bigger. He didn't need to win fights to succeed, he just needed to be in them. And now, he's in the biggest one of his career.
Conor at 155, getting ready for your MMA fight versus Conor McGregor walking around. He might be walking around at 185, 190.
Conor McGregor now, compared to the Conor at 155, is a different beast. He might be walking around at 185, but then came 2021, a move nobody saw coming. Logan Paul fighting Floyd Mayweather. The man considered by many to be the greatest boxer of all time was standing across the ring from a YouTuber who vlogged himself eating breakfast. Sure, Floyd was 44 and the fight had no real judges or winner, but Logan didn't care. He lasted all 8 rounds, collected millions, and walked away with one of the most absurd flexes in history. I went the distance with Floyd Mayweather. You really can't make this up.
You don't think it hurts his legacy?
I don't think he cares.
No, I'm asking you. Do you think it?
I think his legacy has been hurt, Shannon, over the last few years, getting his ass kicked.
Yeah.
Dustin Poirier, God, beating the mega medal.
Then there's Jake Paul, Logan's younger brother and the undisputed king of pushing boundaries. If Logan played with fire, Jake poured gasoline on it. He didn't waste time with exhibitions. Jake went after retired UFC legends like Tyron Woodley and Anderson Silva in full professional bouts. He even faced a 58-year-old Mike Tyson, because apparently Jake's idea of competition is challenging your dad's golf buddies. Critics call it cherry picking, but Jake just sees it as building his record, which now stands at 9-1. While some fighters struggle to pay rent, Jake's out buying Lamborghinis and laughing all the way to the bank. Now Logan's back, and his new target is none other than Conor McGregor.
Nah. Maybe if Conor McGregor wants to stand up for his bitch, I'll face him next year. Hey, is that little leprechaun here? Where you at, Conor?
Why Conor McGregor? Because he's a global icon. His last UFC win was in 2020, and he hasn't fought since 2021 when Dustin Poirier snapped his leg. Logan sees the opportunity, still famous, still injured, perfect timing. For Logan, fighting McGregor isn't about beating him. It's about stepping into the ring, riding McGregor's star power, and turning it into a financial windfall.
It gets to a point, like, listen, I'm a fan. One of the greatest events I've ever gone to in my life was the Mega Medov versus Conor McGregor.
Right.
I mean, it's rare that you find an environment like that. And I appreciate Conor McGregor so much, but when you lose over a lengthy period of time.
Of course, this playbook has its share of critics, and for good reason. Hardcore fight fans absolutely despise the Paul brothers, seeing them as a mockery of the sport. Boxing is supposed to be a grind, years of hard fights, sweat, blood, and sacrifice to climb the ranks. But Logan and Jake skip the line, talk trash, use their fame, and walk straight into million-dollar fights, while actual fighters are left working for peanuts on undercards. Even boxing legends like Canelo Alvarez have called Jake out for disrespecting the sport, and honestly, they're not wrong. But here's the twist. There are people who praise the Paul brothers, and as crazy as it sounds, they might have a point. Boxing, once dominated by icons like Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson, has been fading for years, with fans leaving, numbers dropping, and no one paying attention anymore.
Because Conor McGregor is...
I know why it's interesting to Shannon, the paycheck.
He's okay. You're damn right.
I feel what it is.
So why is it interesting to you from...
Excuse me. I roll with my brother here. The paycheck.
Okay. Neither of you are getting the paycheck. Why are you tuning into this fight then?
Because I see it for what it is. In pure entertainment.
Then the Paul brothers showed up, turning boxing into a blend of sports entertainment and trashy reality TV. And guess what? People started watching again. Millions of new fans, millions of dollars, and suddenly networks loved boxing again. Fighters like Tyron Woodley even admitted that fighting Jake Paul gave him the biggest payday of his career. So while it might not be pure boxing, it's putting money in fighters' pockets and bringing attention back to the sport.
It ain't gonna work. You know, I just think that Logan Paul is bigger. You know,
he's a much bigger man.
He's a much bigger man. Well, he's more experienced.
Let me take that back. He seems to be a much bigger man. Conor at 155.
When Conor McGregor announced his fight with Logan Paul, he didn't just hype up an unusual matchup. He casually dropped the name of Mukesh Ambani, India's richest man, with a net worth of $96 million. Ambani, the chairman of Reliance Industries, isn't just a backseat sponsor. He's the mastermind behind turning this fight into a global spectacle. Known for his vast business empire spanning telecom, retail, and entertainment, Ambani sees this event as more than just a sporting spectacle. It's a strategic move to position India as a key player in hosting international mega events. When Ambani does something, he doesn't do it small. Speculation is swirling around the venue, with the Native Mukesh Ambani Cultural Center, NNAC, emerging as a frontrunner. This state-of-the-art venue, inaugurated in 2023, boasts luxury seating and cutting-edge tech. However, if 2,000 seats feel too intimate for such a colossal event, the larger Geo World Center, another Reliance-owned venue, could easily accommodate it. Either way, Ambani is ensuring this fight will look like a Hollywood-level production. Hosting it in India is no accident. It's a power move positioning the country as a hub for international sports, drawing global attention and pumping millions into the local economy through ticket sales, pay-per-view, and tourism.
So interview Floyd Money Mayweather for ABC. He says, Stephen A, you don't stand a chance. I'm going to keep him around. And he told me everything that's going to happen. He says, I'm going to stay right in this chest. So what are you talking about? You don't do that with anybody. He said, with him, I'm going to. He said, he's a striker. He's used to clipping people. He said, I'm going to be in his chest. He's going to have to push me off and then swing.
Financially, this fight is a guaranteed goldmine. High-profile boxing matches like Mayweather versus Pacquiao raked in $400 million, and while Logan versus McGregor may not hit those numbers, their combined star power plus Ambani's influence ensures this event will dominate headlines and generate massive cash flow from sponsors to stream deals. It's a win for everyone involved, especially Ambani, who's proving that India can host a spectacle as grand as any other place in the world. So, what do you think? Does Logan Paul stand even a sliver of a chance, or is this just a one-way ticket to a highlight reel? Drop your predictions. Are you Team McGregor or somehow rooting for Logan to pull off the impossible? Let me know.